It's time to talk all things Clay Morrow here in the Sons of Anarchy Season 4 Fury and kind of a bit of Season 3, which we'll get to a wee bit later on. Whose portrayal was worse? Sons of Anarchy Season 4? And I quote for Jax, you push the guy off a roof in Belfast for the same thing. We've got two options, Clay and Mcgee, damn it. 786 votes. Thank you, that's an insane amount of votes there here on the channel. 88% have went for Clay and 12% have went for Mcgee. Now, I think there's key things here. I think at this point, you know, Clay, he's made this deal, but he hasn't killed Piney. He's not tried to go after Tara. You know, he's not slapped around Gemma. He's not, like, betrayed the club in that regard. So we're not looking at Clay, like, by the end. We're looking at Clay more at this point, when Jax has literally said it to him. Now, to be fair, Clay has made this deal behind the club's back, and they didn't know about it. But moving the drugs, because obviously drugs is shady. We do not want to do business with the Galindo cartel. It's doing the drugs. Now, essentially at that point, without the club knowing, it's at the same point as just Mcgee and O'Neill knowing that they're in bed with Jimmy. Like, if they came out and told Sam Bell that, here, we're in bed with Jimmy, then it's pretty much very similar to what we've got here. But for me, I think Clay was worse, because even to this point, he's already sold out with this drug thing. And, you know, he's the history of JT, damn it, killing JT. And, you know, trying to kill Opie and killing Donna by mistake. I know it's not really factored into this cartel drug deal for me, but Clay labels Mcgee as a rat. Was he a rat? I don't think he was a rat. I mean, for me, I more label rats towards, like, snitching. Now, you can be a rat and, like, give up locations and members to other crews, which I guess Mcgee did, kinda, giving Jimmy, like, the information about the Sons, so to speak. But again, who knows what was going to go down. See, when the Sons in Belfast get took by the PSNI, with the PSNI literally going to shoot them like Luther said they were going to do, you know, it's different. Mcgee didn't sign off on what O'Neill had planned with Jimmy and Donnie, which was blowing them all up inside a barn. So for me, Mcgee was a wee bit less. He was definitely... Mcgee didn't want to kill anybody. He wanted to make a bit of money. And I guess you could argue Clay was like that at the beginning. Then the letters got involved. We're going to dive into your comments. I believe Clay was worse. We've got Bridget Connor saying... Another SOA scene that Mayans attempted to recreate made worse. If only the Mayans had a scene where Minnie tackles easy off the bite like Jax did to the shite murdered Liam O'Neill. Clay's betrayal seemed to have caused a lot of animosity within the club that I never really sensed existed in Belfast. Seamus, Geezer, Luther and the rest all seemed to be carrying along just fine under the current arrangements until Sam Crowe arrived. Hell, I even think Maureen points out this at some point. Roof toss for Mcgee was a bit steep of a punishment. It should have gone to the table, brother. Yeah, like... The problem with Mcgee and O'Neill was, like, Sam Bell didn't know about it. It was a side deal that those two knew about, but Sam Bell didn't know. But realistically, does Sam Bell not deserve to, like, have a vote on Mcgee? If Mcgee brings forward here, I would never sign off on that car bomb. And O'Neill even confirms that. O'Neill actually turns around and says, could I then tell Mcgee about it? No, he wouldn't get on board. I mean, he fucking says that. That's all the proof you need to, like, label Mcgee as, here, he didn't actually want to do it. But again, with O'Neill saying that, as much as it saved Mcgee, it dobbed him in, because no one actually suspected Mcgee, till he said that, so it was absolutely good night. Give that a quick wee hearts up. Hurricane Paro says they are two simps, of course. So it's both of them. They're both bad. Joker, right, this guy. Are you having a joke? And I had to reply. Well, I'm going to reply right now. Mcgee was from season 3, bro. Yo, I'm well aware, right? See here on this channel, I would challenge fucking anybody to the knowledge of Sons of Anarchy. I've watched it about 15 times, man. I could literally tell you any episode, fucking title, description, whatever you need to know. So see, this guy saying Mcgee was from season 3. I know he's from season 3, right? He dies in episode 11. Big Keith Mcgee. I am well aware about Big Keith Mcgee was in season 3. I'm fucking over it. No. I just said he died in episode 11. It was episode 10 he died in. Anyway, botch. Pushed off a rooftop. We all know it was season 3. Anyway, moving on. We've got James Toner saying, after voting on Mr. Mayhem, Jack should have killed Clay in cold blood in front of everyone in the exterior premises of the Sam Crowe clubhouse. Clay should have been killed in season 5. His story should have ended there. Season 6 dragged out for Clay's death. Keith Mcgee should have been stripped of his patch and excommunicated by Sam Bell. Killing him destroyed any chance of Sam Bell finding out what the President's Sergeant Arms were doing. Being in a league with Jimmy O and the true IRA. Yeah, like, I mean, obviously, like, I'm probably sure Clay would have filled them in, but here, yeah, we've just killed O'Neill and I pushed Mcgee off a rooftop, so they probably would have had to fill them in to some degree. But I would have liked this, seeing Sam Bell with the backing of Sam Crow confronting Mcgee about it. Why'd you do it, brother? Just for their money. What's going on? But yeah, Clay should have been killed in season 5. I've always thought like they did drag him out a bit. I think season 5 was necessary. I do. Like, Jack's killing Clay was probably the only way to go. But would many people have complained if Opie killed Clay? No, I think a lot more people would have preferred that, but for me, storyline sense, I think it made actual sense for Opie to try and kill Clay, but Clay survives, and then like Opie dies before Clay, and you get that scene where Clay goes to visit Opie, and then he basically convinces Opie to fucking go to jail and sacrifice himself in a way, I guess you could say. And then, like, you have a season 5 dynamic with Clay sitting where Piney sat, and he uses the nomads. I wouldn't really change that. I really enjoyed that storyline. But the prisoner, I mean, he wasn't really needed in season 6, was he? Probably Jack's battering the fuck out of him and killing him in the Sam Crow clubhouse for me. You know what, James Toner, I agree. I think that episode 12, the start of season 5, Jack should have beat him to death. Like, just beat him to death. Like, seeing he picks him up and he throws him through that table and he's fucking punching him, I think he should have picked him up, thrown him through the clubhouse door and started fucking battering him. Clay's begging for his life and Jax whips out his gun and fucking shoots him. I think something like that. I mean, it would have completely went, but then Jax, would he have broke the code of, they literally just threw it to spare him? That's the only problem. Like, as much as I think it was dragged out. At the end of the day, it was dragged out, but it was dragged out within reason, because you've literally, like, Bobby made the deal for Clay to come forward, but I will spare you in the mayhem folk. It's not like Clay was purposely kept alive just for the sake of it. Like, it actually made sense why he was. So that's why I actually no real issue with it. You look at other TV shows, and some people just keep dodging the bullet, and it gets to a point where it's ridiculous. But I think around that time, it probably would have been perfect. But I like seeing Clay in jail and hell. I mean, the prison breakout, the scene where he's talking about a pussy, and Jack's killing him was pretty great anyway. D-Nick says, hey, put a hit out on his VP's old lady. Yeah, you can't really get away from that, can you? And then the final comment of the day is from Anthony. You cannot beat a wee comment for Anthony, guys, because he is the man, damn it. But anyway, that's where we're going to leave this video. We'll even give Anthony a wee thumbs up, a big heart, man. Look at that. Anyway, till next time, we're back very soon, and peace.